Ambitious Woman TV. Yeah, Ambitious Woman TV. Queens, claim your crown. Keep your head up and never let it down. Don't minimize your brilliance, your royalty and resilience. Greatness and success is in your bloodline. So keep the faith, queen. You were created to shine. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Crown on. Welcome back to Ambitious Women Crown TV. I am your show host and producer, lifestyle and abundance coach, Kim Bullock Hennix. Just really excited and blessed to have this queen next to me today. Not only is she, I call her my first lady. Yes, she's mine. Okay, I'm claiming her. She's all mine. My first lady, my mentor. You know, I love her so much. She's a businesswoman, though. That's what I love. So you can love Jesus and make money. Absolutely. Okay? I love it. And so we go back some years. 20 some. I've been in Vegas 21 years. I attended Dr. Mary L. House's church, okay? And never went nowhere else. I'm stuck. I was planted there. And we've done Mary Kay together. Yes. We've done Bitcoin, all this other stuff. Yes. Right, a whole lot of stuff. Okay, we've done. I ain't about to tell you the whole list, but it's good to know that I have a spiritual guide and also a business guide. Yes. I can come to you for either or. Sure. You know? Yes. So the name of my church is Mountaintop Faith Ministries. For those of you who are watching nationally, if you're ever in the Vegas Valley, what we say, once you come to the mountaintop,
you never have to reign in the valley anymore.
That's okay. I love it. Yeah, so welcome to Ambitious Women Crown TV.
Oh, love it. Thank
I'm
you.
so excited to have you.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about, of course, God, right? But most importantly, you as an ambitious woman and what it takes, right, to balance spirituality and business, family. Not only is she, right, a first lady of a church of thousands of members, she has a king, right?
Yes.
At home, 2 beautiful children that are grown, but they still require, you know, mentoring and guidance, I'm sure, and help. A beautiful puppy. No, you got an adult. Not a puppy, but I'm supposed to say a puppy. Mine a puppy.
Yes,
She's
it's a difference. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
But you love them.
I do.
Don't they? They bring life to
What's
you.
your puppy's name? Your dog's
Shua.
name? What does that mean?
Okay, so you know what? We're talking about Ambitious Women Crown.
Yes.
And I'm a person who believes in names have value. So I don't even know. We just going to go with the flow here.
Okay. I love
Shua. It really means she was a black woman who was married to Judah. Now, if you don't know what Judah means praise. We always talk about Judah, you know, send up the praise, Judah, Judah. However, Shua means prosperity. So when I call Shua, I'm calling prosperity that's married to praise.
Come on.
So you know what? So think about when you name something, name it right.
Okay.
Girl. So that's what Shua means.
I love it.
And I found that just looking, I was looking for a black woman in the Bible.
Okay.
And stumbled up on that. You know, the Holy Ghost led me to that thing, girl.
So you speaking prosperity every time she calls.
Every time I say Shua. So you know what? Sometimes you just need to put the word Shua in the atmosphere.
Come on.
Because that means you are talking about, you're summoning prosperity that's
love it.
married to praise.
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
so it comes with a dance.
Yes, right now. Okay, we go dance prosperity.
Girl, yes.
Woo, I love it, love it. And the business side of you, C-H-and-R.
Yes.
I love it. Let me tell y'all, this is a real boss. Because she has, I want to say manifested, but I know God orchestrated, divined it to happen. $11 million in grants.
Yes.
That's a boss move. Okay, listen, she know how to get some money. Okay?
Yeah.
And look, don't have to pay a dime back because it's grants. We have to be smarter, ambitious women with funding our businesses, funding, you know, for your dreams and your hopes. Don't get so much in debt, especially with your personal finances. Which that's what I did the first few years of my business. It wasn't until I learned about business credit and grants and things to fund my business the right way.
Right. There is a way.
There's a way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so she's going to get into, her business, CH&R, and what is it like to be a first lady. We got some juicy questions. We just want to love you today.
Oh, thank
to help
you.
inspire so many other women that balance family.
Right.
Right. And in Mary Kay, we learned it was
Yes.
God first,
Family second, career third. Right.
And we still live by that model to this day.
Absolutely, absolutely. And when you talk about balancing, we look at the proverbial woman, and I used to look at her and go, how in the world was she doing all these things?
Right.
But it was a course of time. It wasn't all in one day. It wasn't all in 1 month. It wasn't even all in 1 year.
Love it.
It was a course of time. And so as I moved into a position of the First Lady, as I moved into the position of being over CH&R, as I moved into my Mary House Ministries, also being a mom, I believe timing is everything.
Yes.
And so
yes.
I do have a workshop on that, on, wisdom with my time, because what I've learned, Kim, is it's how you orchestrate your day.
Love it.
And we all have different clocks, I call it.
Yes.
Like you said, you're really not a morning person, but I guarantee you can burn that midnight hour.
Okay,
right?
that's me.
Okay, I'm a morning person,
Yeah.
but I don't burn the midnight hour. Okay,
Okay.
So you have to know who you are
Mm-hmm.
and what your body chemistry works,
Yes.
how that works,
Yes.
and then orchestrate your time accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's called balance. And so I'm balanced. Okay, people
okay.
say, well, how do you do? You're doing this and this, and
You
I
are
say,
so organized.
but
Listen,
girl-
she was organized. Cause she up at 5 a.m. T probably on the 6. I already know.
Oh,
She's
you know what?
so
Program my coffee pot. So then my coffee pot
Okay.
go off at 5
Yes,
a.m.
okay.
So by the time I get downstairs,
I
coffee's
love
already
it.
brewed.
Okay, she ready. Organized queen. Okay.
Okay. Again, things that we
Beautiful.
don't think about.
Yes.
Even with, I love my family.
Okay.
And so because my kids are grown, my
Yes.
grandkids are, up and
That's
coming.
right. 2 or 3
Yeah,
grandsons.
two
She has
grandsons.
2 grandsons. That's
who
right.
are bottomless pits. Let me just say that. Them boys
Yes.
is growing.
Yes.
And so what do? I love to cook.
Okay.
So even in the midst of all that time management, cooking, and I was talking to someone the other day, cooking
Yes.
requires a time.
Yes, it does.
So I also believe you should educate this mind.
Okay.
Right? What do I do while I cook? I have an audio book on.
Come on now, Queen.
I know I'm gonna be in the kitchen 2 hours.
Right, okay,
And
right,
I'm
at
gonna be in the
least.
kitchen 2 hours with the prepping and
Yes.
everything. So put on that audio book,
Come on now.
listening to, putting things in my mind while I'm cooking. Ladies, think about you, an ambitious woman. So
Yes.
you're constantly, you putting in stuff like, with
Yes,
Kim's
yes,
book. I would
yes.
just pull it up, right?
Okay, yes. That's it.
If you get
That's
an
it.
audio version of a book,
I love
there's
it.
certain books you got to read, and then there's certain books that are audio. You should be constantly pouring into your mind,
Yes.
so that when you are ready and you need that information, your computer knows how to bring it up.
Oh, look at that. It's already stored
It's
in there.
stored there. But the computer
Yes.
can't bring up what you've never loaded in it. So
Now, look at that.
you-
Yes.
So you got to load the right stuff in it.
Okay.
And so that's called management, just management,
Okay,
time
yeah,
management.
she's giving us some tips.
Okay.
And you just had a course, right? An online
Right,
course
yes.
on time management.
Right, and you can still get it. It's
Okay.
it's on a digital form now.
All
So
right.
if you go to maryhouseministries.org, you'll
Yes.
see my products. Get wisdom on using your time. I had
love it.
executives that were on there saying, "My God,
Wow.
you have blessed me so
Okay.
that I didn't see, I didn't realize how much I was wasting
Yes.
my time, how much time I really did have left in a day."
I see.
So it's worth your time.
And I need to download that.
Okay,
'cause
yes.
one of the, I would say, struggles for me as a full-time entrepreneur
Right.
is my time. I wake up, I wake up in the morning now. I got my prayer and meditation right. I
Right.
got to get right with the Lord.
Absolutely.
Okay. But after that, it just seems like, okay, God, now I got to write down what I need to do, and I need to do that. And next thing you know, you look up and it's 12 o'clock. So I'm really glad that you mentioned that.
Yeah, it's a digital, so you can go on and
Digital.
watch it at your own convenience. You buy the course and watch it at your convenience. It's only an hour.
Okay.
But I promise you, and then there's documents that I come with that.
Okay.
That help you structure
Ah.
what your day is like. Because what happens is we go through these courses, and then like after you finish with the course, what do you do with it?
Right.
I mean,
You gotta
okay, it was
have
great
use-
information, but I didn't
Are
get
you
any
using
tools.
it, tools? Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
So
yes,
I
have
give you
the tools.
tools with that wisdom on
I
finding
love
your
it.
time.
And I bet one of them a weekly plan sheet, isn't it?
Hmm.
I do it.
Well, you know what? It's a daily plan sheet.
A daily. Oh, I
See,
like that.
people do weeks, but you lose, like you just said, you wake up
Honey.
and noon is here before you know it.
Yes.
So I break it down to the day.
Mm,
So what is your day like from
Yes.
the time you get up to the time you go to bed?
love it.
And you fill in the blanks. And I have a sheet for you to do that.
Okay.
Okay, it's a
daily.
handout, yes.
Much better. And the thing is it broken down like by time?
Yes.
You have it.
It's because you have to get, that's where we lose it.
Mm-hmm.
We can look at our week and say, okay, I got these assignments, but we lose it day by day.
See, that's it. Yeah. That's it.
And then you don't, and then you're rolling over to the next day.
Yep.
And then you're rolling
Rolling
it over.
yeah.
Okay, you know.
Let me get that grocery tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah,
you know.
yeah. And then now you've got too much. You have a day that you got so much, and you've got things that you are backlogged from, and then it's like,
Help me get
woo,
it together,
Jesus,
please.
you know, and like I'm supposed to be the queen,
Oh,
right?
right.
I'm sitting up here working like a peasant.
Okay.
Okay, no, you
Yes.
don't have to do that, ladies.
Love it.
So I think time management is huge
Yes, it
for
is.
every queen.
It is.
Because queens need to know how to do some self-care.
Okay. Yes.
You know, in the midst of all of
Now
that.
let's get into the self-care.
Self-care.
Self-care as a queen.
Mm.
We are going to have a remarkable event. I am blessed to be a part of the Women's Committee at Mountaintop Faith Ministry. And this August 3rd
Third
through
through
the
the
5th,
fifth. Yes.
got the dates.
Uh-huh.
We're having an extraordinary event
Yes.
for queens. And the name of the conference is Reigning with My Issues. Okay?
Yes.
So, one of the issues we face as queens is we do not have enough me time or self-care, especially if you're a full-time entrepreneur. You don't have anyone to say, you got a 5-minute lunch break. Oh,
Right.
wait, that's too short. You got a 50-minute lunch
Right.
break or 10-minute break, right?
Right.
How do we figure that out? This is where she breaks it down at.
Yeah. And
And-
you know what? I think, again, finding that self-care is so huge. For me, I take a nap every day
I love it.
in the middle of the day.
Okay, in the middle of the day. And nobody better not disturb you. She said,
Right.
it's my time. Okay.
Because I block it out.
Oh,
So I know there's a set time every day. I don't make appointments around.
okay.
That and now sometimes I don't actually go to sleep, but I kick my feet up
Okay.
and I sit back.
You
And
meditate?
it's quiet. I don't even meditate.
All right.
I just quit quiet. I may put on some music.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest. If I really want to go to sleep, now y'all gonna laugh at this.
Okay.
I put on CNN. CNN puts me to sleep. I'm sleeping in
CNN.
5 minutes. If I want to take a nap, I just
Listen.
kick up. I get in the bed, put on CNN,
Oh, that's fun.
crack up, and I can promise
She
you in
gone.
5 minutes I'm gone.
She out.
And then I set my
Like
timer
that.
for 30 minutes.
So you're going to do a 30-minute.
I do a 30-minute power nap.
And look, beauty sleep. They don't call it beauty sleep or
Uh-huh.
anything.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
helps. That's why she looks so fabulous. Okay. You invest in you.
I invest in me.
And I love that. How, as a first lady, and we're going to get into the retreat in a moment, Quincy, do you manage, a large congregation? Your husband is extremely busy, Then you have your 2 children and grandbabies, and, your dog. How do you put it all together on top of running your business? Are there days where you feel overwhelmed, or do you hire help? What is your secret,
Yes.
Queen?
Okay. First of all,
Okay.
let's talk about that. Is you have to get people around you who know more than you or don't know what you don't know. So they
like
fill
that,
in the
yes.
blanks.
Yes.
I don't know everything. I don't profess to know. I am not intimidated by a woman who got it going on. I'm like, girl, like that's why I'm
Please.
here with you.
Okay,
Kim,
tell me.
I love Kim. Kim is a go-getter, but I'm not intimidated by
Yes,
her.
yes,
I
it's a
celebrate
love.
her. But I get women and I get men around me who will do what I don't want to do or I don't need to do.
She said, I don't want to do.
I don't
or
want
need."
to do or need to do.
Did you hear that, Queens? Take notes.
Right. Because there's certain things you don't have to do.
Wait a minute. Now, we were at the Ambitious Women Crown, and she also was my keynote this year.
Yes.
And we hope we have her back next year.
Girl.
We had a good time.
Yes, we did.
As we did the coronation ceremony, we were crowning the queens, all right? We made it official that night. And there was a table, before we got to the coronation, there was a table that she needed. So I'm running downstairs to go get the table. She said, no, queen, we have kings go do that. I was like, okay. I said, so I had my dress. I went right on back upstairs with my crown, and I sat down. I was like, okay, we're gonna let a queen get the table.
Absolutely. Because when you're a queen, if you look at being a queen, queens are served.
Yes.
They are honored. They're
Yes.
respected. People in the kingdom love to serve their queen.
Yes, they do.
They feel it an honor and a privilege. And you don't want to deny people the blessing that comes with serving you.
Yes.
There's a blessing that comes with people when they serve you with a heart. God will bless them in a way because of their servitude.
Oh, I love that.
And so, even as a queen, you have to know how to serve another queen or another king.
Say
There's
it.
times when when I am in a servitude mode.
Okay.
And I don't say there's times. Let me just correct that, because God hears what I'm saying, and I believe words have power. I'm always a servant. I'm a
Yes.
servant in a pretty dress.
Yes. That's
all,
it.
right?
That's it.
And so, but there's times when I have to actually get in a servitude mode with other people. When I'm at someone else's event, I'm not that queen. They are.
Yes.
My job is to serve them
Okay.
or him. Whatever I'm at. It's not. I'm not the highlight
Mm-hmm. That's
when
it.
I'm at someone else's event.
All right.
They are.
Yes.
And sometimes, have you ever been at an event, or maybe you've had events, and people came in and they were all in their grandeur,
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
and you had to bow and bend to them.
You like, yeah, okay, right.
That's not proper queen kingdom principles.
Okay.
That's not queen kingdom.
Real. That's what you gonna- she real.
I'm so real. Ladies, know when you're supposed to be a queen and when you're a queen, but you're in another arena
Yes.
and someone else is reigning. Let them reign.
Mm-hmm. Let them rain.
Do not take their sparkle away. And sometimes it's not that you dial. You know how people say, well, I don't want to dial down. It's not you dialing down.
That's right.
It is showing you're being a more powerful queen.
I love that.
It's power in submission.
Yes. Yes.
And so you got to know how to do that. And so just me knowing, God giving me so much wisdom, because I asked him for wisdom. That's why, my branding is wisdom from the house.
I was getting ready to say, I love it.
And so, and God gave that to me because I kept saying, Lord, I know there will never be another Solomon, but in this life, give me wisdom in every area of my life.
I love it.
And I yearn and I study for that. And in that's how I know how to sit back when you're in another space.
Yes.
Yes, it's people can acknowledge who you are, but always keep the spotlight on the person who is really being spotlighted.
Look, guys, listen. You have to get your pens and your paper. She's dropping some nuggets here today.
So again, you said, I want you all to register for Reigning with My Issues. It's going to be a 3-day event, August 3rd through the 5th.
Powerful.
I can promise you, first of all, we're not even charging enough for the thing. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest.
Yes.
VIP is sold out, but general registration is open, and the daytime workshops are going to be life-changing. And I just don't want you to miss this year. And the most important thing is we've got a queen coming named Dr. Claudette Copeland,
Honey.
who is a general.
Yes.
And people like her they're transitioning to heaven. And I don't know who's left. And so when she said yes, I thought, oh my God, whatever she says,
Okay.
we are going to be like, oh
That's
my
it.
God,
Okay,
okay.
soaking it
I'm
in.
just
Yes.
soaking it. I'm going to have my notebook. So
Yes,
I
I'm ready.
promise you, you don't want to miss Reigning with My Issues, August 3rd through the 5th. You can go to mfmnv.org to register. Please do that. It's well going to be worth you investing in yourself. That's self-care.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's self-care. And who doesn't like to come to Vegas?
Yeah, okay, ain't that the truth?
At the end of the day, come to
Come
Vegas.
and get poured into.
And Kim, for you and what you're doing and your affirmation of supporting women and just telling them that they're queens and letting them know, put your crown on, girl.
Yes, yes.
You know, it is going to be, it's such a blessing
Yeah.
to so many, whether they're in church or out of church, but through you, they could feel what you
feel it.
represent.
Thank
And
you.
so you just keep doing you. You know, like I told you, I got you.
Okay, she do.
Okay,
Yes,
I
she
got
do.
you.
Yeah, like
Okay.
my first lady got my back. Okay, she's like, I'm messing with my kid.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
mess with, you know, this is one of my daughters. There's no
okay.
way
Yes.
that I would not support what you're doing. And if I see you
21
going wrong, I'm going
years.
to pull you, girl. No,
Yes.
come on. We
Right.
need to have a conversation.
Right, what is
Let's
it?
do lunch. Let's do lunch.
There's something going on, something going on, yeah.
And so that's what you
I
do
love it.
in the kingdom. And
Yes.
even God is working with me for next year's
I love it.
theme for our conference. I was
Ooh.
been in meditation
Mhm,
about it, and it's coming together. So I'm
See?
super excited. But just telling the queens, I want you all to know, balance yourself.
Balance.
And remember, you're a mother. For those who are mothers, be a mother. For those of you that are wives and mothers, be a wife and a mother. So whatever role you're in, learn how to balance it. And because I carry so many hats, if you know me, I love my family.
Yes, she does.
I love my children. I love my husband. I love my dog.
Yes, she
and
loves
she
her
know
dog.
my dog.
She's
And
the dog spoiled.
I
Right?
know, and there's not a dog that I've come across that didn't love me back because they just know they can pick that up in me.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not a woman that I don't celebrate because I grew up in a household full of women.
Yes. You. How many sisters did you have?
I had 5 sisters,
5
and we all have different
sisters.
personalities. So God knew I was going to celebrate women because I was going to celebrate my sisters. And my mother, Miss Phoebe, didn't play
Okay,
that stuff.
she didn't play.
She didn't play that jealousy stuff. She
I know
didn't play
that's
that
right.
you don't celebrate your sister's stuff. And my sisters who are alive, we celebrate each other.
I love
And that
Oh,
is huge.
It is.
But I've learned how to deal with personalities
Uh-huh.
because I grew up with many multiple personalities.
Right, yeah, and then just being the first lady of a massive
Oh.
church. Okay.
That alone, right.
Okay, that right there. How do you believe that God was grooming you for the position you're in now as a child?
You know, I don't even know how much time. I'm trying to sum this up. I'm going to do
Okay.
Cliff Notes.
Okay.
But just so you know, at 14, I was born and raised in Detroit. But at 14 years old, I was going to school, and I lived in the ghetto. So let me be very
Okay.
clear. I did not live in a nice neighborhood, but that was my neighborhood. And those were my neighbors, and I loved my neighborhood. So I loved the dope dealer,
Okay.
the prostitute,
Keep
the
it real.
gang banger.
Keep it real.
Because they all came over to our house, and you had to see beyond what they were doing. But was going to school, Kim, got shot in the head with a BB gun
Oh my.
that hit me right above my eye,
Oh my goodness.
almost took me out. Long
Wow.
and short, my mother said, "You out of here."
Mm.
My mother plucked me
Okay.
from my family of 7 to an only child situation with an aunt and uncle in California who let me come in. First of all, that was a miracle because I ain't taking in a 14-year-old.
Okay,
in my
right,
life.
that
Just
part.
it would have to be. It have to be Jesus. Okay, I'm
know that's
real
right.
honest. A girl
Right,
too.
okay.
Oh Lord. Okay.
right.
And so anyhow, got sent to my aunt and uncle, 14 years old, who took me in, and my cousins treated me like I was their own. But that shifted me
Yes.
because I went from being around my family to having to know God for myself.
Wow.
And I had to grow up. So I went to a church who thought I was too much of a hissy.
Okay. Okay.
Because you know how they called you a
Yep.
little hissy.
Yep.
And I went to a school who said I didn't talk like them because it was a middle class type school, and I came from the ghetto, so my language and how I talk. So I was rejected at school and rejected at church. Really, that should have been a suicide
Okay. Yes.
situation.
Right.
But because of the God
That's
that I
it.
believed in,
Come
so
on now.
I cried for 1 year straight.
Mm.
I cried myself to sleep every night.
Whoa.
So let me
A
tell
year.
someone who is crying. When you cry, call out to him. If you call on the Lord, he'll answer you.
Yes, he will.
Say, this poor man cried and the Lord heard him
Yeah.
and delivered her out of all of her fears. I was crying and the Lord would minister to me every night. He calmed my spirit. Every night, He soothed my troubled mind. And no matter what, I stuck out because I believed my mother did that for me. I didn't understand it. Found out, for me, Kim, I felt like as I'm grown now, I discovered that I felt my mother rejected me.
Oh,
I discovered that through therapy as an adult. Years later as an adult.
And you couldn't put it together.
I didn't put stuff together right. But it was preparing me for where I'm at now. And so I was reacting to things because of the rejection that I would never say to my mom. Never would have said it.
Look at God.
Because I respected her too much.
Right.
But it was like, why would she move me? She didn't take anybody else out the house.
Nobody else.
But it was preparing me so that if I needed to walk alone,
yes,
I would be okay.
You would be all right.
And I'm okay.
That much stronger.
Because I became stronger.
Yes.
And better. And more dependent on the man that I'm supposed to be dependent on.
That part.
And because he kept me, I'm going to tell someone, God can keep you when you put your mind and your trust in him.
Yes.
And so that's what prepared me for where I'm at today. I had issues as a first lady because of what I never faced as a child. But I was still reigning.
Reigning.
Okay. You better come on.
That's it.
However,
yes,
God knew to create a scenario so that he could make me whole. And it was in a scenario that he created that sent me to a therapist. That between the Holy Ghost and the therapist, God used the therapist to tap into what I was struggling with and didn't even know.
Didn't
and
even
freed
recognize it.
Because when you free your mind, the rest follows.
Okay, that's it. That's
yeah, somebody know what I'm talking about.
That's it.
And so that's what was a preparation. And that's what helps me love people in spite of what they go through. Because I don't see them. I see the hurt.
You see the hurt.
Or I see a struggle.
Yes, yes.
That they don't see yet and they haven't discovered that they need to get some help on.
Right.
So I'm going to love you through your struggle.
Love you through your struggle.
Because somebody loved me.
And what's interesting, you were looked at as the black sheep or the outsider, so you know, or the misfit, they may say. So you recognize that when you see someone that's feeling that way.
Absolutely. The person who is the outcast.
Yes.
The person who was not chosen by others.
Wow. So do you feel if you had stayed with your family that you would have been as open as you are today?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Because you didn't know what it felt like to be the misfit.
So I can look and feel, I could feel you. You know, I tell people, I feel you.
Yes.
And sometimes I don't say it, I just, and the Lord will show me people and he'll show me struggles and people and I'll just pray for them. Some people I never get to touch, but because you're in our ministry and I see your face and he brings your face to me, I'll pray for you.
Pray for me. Hallelujah.
Okay.
She see my Facebook. Oh, they go kill me. I got to cover, Lord. I got to cover.
Oh, and I do.
Oh, and I appreciate it.
Children.
I feel it. It's so amazing because there's things that'll happen in my life. And I know, I'm like, that's my covering. I know my first lady got me just little things. A car, run a light or something and miss you by seconds. It's a purpose.
Yes.
God is keeping me.
Yes.
And I appreciate your prayers and covers. I feel them. I do. I feel them. Yes. And I just thank you for that because you have such a large congregation. You know, I know you cover everyone, but I know there's some the Lord be like, she need a little extra prayer today.
Right. Well, there's things that, you know, I'm human. So, and I want to say, there's no way I can pray for everybody at the same time except in a general prayer. But because God has placed Pastor and I where we're at.
Yes.
When you're looking over, that's why I look and I just look over the audience and I kind of, like I said, he puts it in my brain and I can see.
You can see the pain or see.
And I see people, and so then when it is my prayer time, and I'm in just consecration.
Yes.
And he puts people's faces. I may not even know the name.
You just see the face.
And I pray.
Amen.
And that's because prayer is my strength.
Okay.
Now that's my rock.
That's it. That's
Girl,
it.
Like what I know how to do, I know how to pray. Okay.
Yes,
I know how to look. I know how to go to my daddy and say, you know what?
Okay.
It's some issues going on, and I need to
issues.
talk to you. Let's have a conversation.
A conversation.
Because prayer is nothing but a conversation.
That's it. That's it. I love it. And you are a prayer warrior, and this is why we tell everybody when Dr. House pray for something, she gonna get what she needs, okay? Don't even play with it because she gonna get it, all right? Don't even try to second guess it. It's coming. We don't know when, but you're going to get it, and we know.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate that. And one other thing I want to share, I love that you also work so much in the community as far as with your CH&R. Not just as a first lady. Like I said, I told you, she got a lot on the plate. But it's her organization
Right.
that's helping you. And then also delegation.
Right.
She's good at that, honey. She'll
Yes.
tell you in a minute, I got someone for that. Here's the number and the address you can reach them at.
Absolutely.
Okay, because it's only so much that you can do.
You have to be resourceful.
Tell us about CH&R.
Okay. Well, CH&R was something my husband and I came up in 1996, and it stands for Caring, Helping, and Restoring Lives. And it was to have a separate 88 number that would be community-based. And so I took over CH&R early in the beginning. And again, Kim, God puts one of our board of directors come in. He says, I just was in a meeting. They're giving nonprofits money. And I said, okay. Girl, went to the mandatory meeting, didn't know nothing about whatever they was giving out.
Right, but I'm there.
But I'm there
Right.
to find out about it.
I know that's right.
Long and short, went after the grant.
Mm.
And when you're a smaller nonprofit and you're new, most of the time, the statistics say
Uh-huh.
you never get your first grant.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've heard that.
Okay?
I've heard that.
Well, whose report am I going to believe?
I know that's right.
See,
You know what that
and so
is.
I'm going to tell you, ladies, statistics are great, but when you've got something in you that's purposeful,
Yes.
go for it.
Yes.
And do it right. So I go after this grant with my team, because
Yeah.
again, I'm not doing this by myself.
I know that's right.
I had 3 other people with me, worked with me. We wrote a grant on something we had no idea about.
Wow.
Submitted it.
Mm.
Went before the board. They're looking at us like, we do training. We'll make sure you do it. And I was like, okay. I said, if you teach me,
That's it.
because the question was, how we know you're going to perform. And I said, if you train me right,
Okay, that's
if
it.
you train me right,
That's it.
I can promise you, I'm going to follow the rules. I'm
That's
a black
it.
and white kind of girl.
Yeah.
I don't look for gray areas.
That's it.
I do black and white.
Uh-huh.
Girl got a $400,000 grant
Ooh-wee.
first time out. We did.
Won't he
Now
do
let me fast forward. Did so well with that grant
Honey.
that they gave us incentive money and gave us another $300,000.
Won't he do it?
And from there, we ended up with over $11 million
Ooh-wee.
of grant funding to help people with employment and training.
Beautiful.
And so now I'm doing domestic violence and clean energy and being an advocate for environmental justice because our
Yes.
communities are suffering and have been
That's true.
polluted. Our homes are not healthy
Yep.
because of things we just don't know. I'll have to come back and talk about that another day.
Right.
But I am
got it.
also an advocate for women who are survivors
Yes, she
of
is.
domestic violence because my mom was a survivor and my 2 older sisters, and I do it in honor of them. So we
Yes.
host monthly workshops. I forgot to put that information, but you can go to chrinc.net to sign up for our newsletter so you can be part of our monthly workshops. Listen to me. You don't have to be a survivor of domestic violence to be part of our workshops. Just be there to support the women who are.
Yes. Oh,
That's
yes.
what I want to make sure. So we do free monthly workshops on that. And
I
so,
love it.
Kim, that's how we just started with something we didn't know, but went through the training and followed the rules.
Phenomenal.
And I asked God for the right staffing. He gave me the right staffing.
Lined it up.
And we were able to, what they call, we overperformed
Okay.
on something we didn't even know what we was doing.
Didn't even know what was going on.
But after the first
But
year, we
look.
couldn't say that no more
He
because we
couldn't-
knew what we was doing.
See, I
we were
laughed at
always
it.
in the top 3. So God has been
Oh,
faithful.
yes,
So
he has.
when you get grants, and you get funding, whatever the requirements are, do it.
Do it.
Don't try to find gray areas. Don't try to go beneath what they say. Always overperform because you never know who's watching you.
Never know. I love that. And you didn't think with a lack mentality, well, this is my first grant, so I know I'm not going to get it. You went in with a heart of expectation.
Yes. I don't know. I didn't know what I didn't know. I don't care about statistics.
That part.
I knew my God.
I said, okay. That's
Last time I
right,
checked,
yes.
he don't don't care about statistics. This
don't
man
care.
took the whole army and reduced it down to 300 and won a battle, right?
Okay,
Come on.
right. Listen, this is why you have to have faith, and you
Yes.
got to believe in yourself, and you got to be able to surround yourself with other queens that can help pour into you on the days where you're really not feeling 100%
Right.
about who you are, reigning with your issues.
Right.
I can't wait for this year's
Oh,
conference.
girl, I think it's. I can't wait either.
phenomenal. It's going to be phenomenal. Make sure that you get. I don't care about the VIP being sold out and you saying, "Oh, well, I want to go VIP and I can't make it." Get in the building. Get in the building.
Yes.
But you usually sell the next year's tickets
Oh yeah.
at the conference.
So if you're in the building,
yes.
then this year when we announce VIP, and we usually do, we always have a discount
Yep.
over that first weekend. You want to be there because that's what happened last year. People bought them VIP
I was
tickets
one of
the
them.
weekend
Yep.
of
I sure
that
did.
thing,
I sure
and
did.
it was almost sold out by then. So make sure you're there so you can get the VIP swag bag because it is nice.
That's what I was going to share. Can you tell them what's included with?
Well, you know what? There's
it's a
all
lot.
It's
It's
I would just say
surprises.
that
Yep,
it's a lot of surprises.
Okay.
But one of the things we're going to have is blessed oil that we personally made. We're going to have a book in there that will empower you. We will have a prayer towel that has been prayed over.
Oh,
and what
yes.
is a prayer towel? It's because when we go into prayer now, you can't lay before God on floors in churches because we don't know what's there. So we're going to give every woman a towel with the scripture on it,
Oh,
where they can lay the
beautiful.
towel down, go before God,
Okay.
prostrate, whether they do it on the floor or they do it on the
Yes.
bench, but it'll be a protection and it's their towel. We had them
Okay.
custom made
Custom made.
for you all.
Oh,
And then a
that's gonna be
host of other
powerful.
things in that grab bag that, again, we didn't charge you enough for it.
Okay.
Okay, I can
That's
promise
it.
you that.
That's right.
We didn't charge you enough for it because we give you a grab bag fit for a queen.
Fit for a queen. Okay, I love it. Fit for a queen.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, this is for me, it's a no-brainer. Okay.
Yes.
VIP is the way to go. And look, when you down prostate, that's when you really in some stuff.
Oh,
with
yes.
God. That's some serious prayers right there.
Because we're going to let God reign. And I've been fasting and praying and will
Yes,
continue
yes.
that his glory
Come on.
comes into that building so
Yes.
that whatever mental health issues you have, whatever financial issues you may have,
Love it.
whatever social issues you may have, that God will come
Yes.
and because his presence can't take anything negative, it's going to make you whole.
I love it. I love
Okay.
it. I just feel it. We're going to be saturated.
Oh,
okay?
saturated with his glory.
Oh, man. And I'll tell you, then it's so virtually also, we have the opportunity.
Yes, the evening service on Friday night will be virtual.
Friday, okay.
And it's free. Friday night is always free and open to everyone. So I just want you to know Friday night's free, but the workshops is what gets you.
That's
girl.
it. Okay. Well, look, so make sure if you cannot come physically to Vegas in August, then make sure you join us online. And it is complimentary. There's no excuse. You can't say I
None.
can't afford to come. On Friday, we're going to have a virtual service. And you
Absolutely.
can visit. Is that on Mountaintop Faith Ministry
She's
on
Facebook page, right.
On the Facebook page. All right, Mountaintop Faith Ministries. Matter of fact, go ahead and like the page and follow it now so you're
Right.
prepared.
So you're
Because
prepared.
they air every Sunday and Wednesday.
Yes.
And I'm on there looking the days I don't make it in service.
Yes.
I'm like, we put my little hearts and all
And
that.
we're not only just on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and then
Okay,
you can go to
YouTube.
our website, and it's a live stream there. So there's multiple ways to watch free.
I love it. There's no excuse.
None.
Okay. Final question before we wrap it up, and then I'd love for you to share with our ambitious women how they can contact you, follow you, support you.
Yeah.
When it comes to being a queen, your topic was crowning in the spirit, and I love that. Okay, for the ambitious women crown. How can a queen walk with her crown spiritual? You know, what can we do to, in a humble manner,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Show we're royalty,
Yes.
you know, but spiritual royalty, not just any kind of
Right.
royalty.
Right.
You know, when you're spiritual, we have a different walk.
Absolutely.
And you don't want to go around telling everybody, oh, I'm spiritual, or I'm a Christian, or I love God. But how can we show it, you know, as
Right.
queens? What is
Yes.
it
Yes.
we can do?
So first of all, some things come but through prayer and fasting. There is a relationship,
Come on
queens,
now. Yeah.
that you must have with God.
Amen.
It's something that you must do daily So when you talk to him daily and he talks back to you, or you just bask in his presence daily, just get quiet. If you can give God at least, hear me, 15 minutes, because we talk about time management right now.
Right.
You'll
Yeah.
you'll get to 30 minutes and then you'll get to an hour. But I want to challenge every queen. Get quiet for 15 minutes. Put some music on that has no words, so it sets the atmosphere. I have instrumental worship that I play. And I sit there and I tell God how much I love him and how grateful I am. I start every day like that. And throughout the day, sometimes things will happen and I just stop and I say, God, I thank you're so good to me.
So good.
So good. So you start there. Stay in the Word. Make sure you get a good devotional that ministers to you so you can have the Word. The Word you hide in your heart that they might not sin against you. The Bible tells us that we are living epistles, read and known among men. So just your life. You want to live a life that you don't have to say you're a queen. You are a queen.
Yes.
And it's recognized because when you walk in the room, there is a presence
Come on
and
now.
an aura about you.
Come on now.
Worldly people can't put their finger on it, but they just say, I just want to be in her presence.
In her
Who
presence.
is she? Not because you're so gorgeous or beautiful, but because you are so spiritually grounded. Kim said spiritual. We can do all the outward thing, but the spiritual man shines
Preach.
real loud when you're quiet. It's how you carry the anointing.
Come on now.
There's something about the anointing that's unexplainable. But how you get it is having daily conversations and staying in the presence of the Almighty. When you stay there, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High God
Yes.
shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. When you're abiding under that shadow, it goes with you everywhere you go. People recognize it and they don't know why. People say, "Why? Who is she? What is
she?
it about her?
Yes.
You know, what is it about? You know, it's called that it factor, but the it belongs to him. And so stay there. Now, so how do you keep in touch with me? I know, Kim, I want to get to it.
Yes.
I have my own ministry page, maryhouseministries.org. You can follow me on YouTube. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask every woman, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have videos that you can watch on Wisdom from the House. I give informative encouragement every week on there. You can go on my YouTube channel, my Facebook channel, my Instagram, and then you can go to my maryhouseministries.org website and subscribe to my newsletter. I hope you do, and I pray God's blessings over you because you are a queen. You are somebody, you're so fearfully and you're wonderfully made. And we're improving ourselves day in and day out. Stay a student of the Almighty.
Yes.
And I promise you, all you're going to do is go higher and higher. God bless you. And thank you, Kim, so much for letting me be on this.
Oh, you know it's an honor to have you.
Yes.
You bless me every time I'm in your presence, okay? I'll be like, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. I know you were blessed by this show tonight or to this morning, whatever time you're viewing it. But I want for you to just really take that time, rewind it, listen, study what she said. Don't just listen to it one time, because faith comes by hearing and hearing again. And these are affirmations and words that she's speaking over you to build your faith and to help you build that closeness with God. And one thing you said, it's about relationship. Relationship. Time out on all this religion.
Relationship. Absolutely.
Right? And just not just showing up just to show up.
Right.
What's in your heart?
Right.
What are you doing behind closed doors? That's what she's saying. And so, Queen Mary,
Yes.
I appreciate you. I love you.
Oh.
I know your schedule's busy. And you took the time to bless us today, tonight, whatever time, Queen, you're watching. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. I'm
Thank you.
serving.
Cute. She's doing it cute, too. She's serving cute, all right?
Yes.
So, Queens, make sure you follow her, show her some love. If nothing else, like I said, make sure you view online, if you can't make it in person, to Reigning with my issues, but it's going to be powerful.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's going to be powerful. So you definitely don't want to miss it. Get connected. And it's in proximity of the palace. That's what I talked about
Yes.
at Ambitious Women Crown Royal Extravaganza. This is about being in proximity. I'm in the proximity.
Yes.
I call her the mother queen.
Okay, yes.
Get a mentor, someone you look up to, someone who knows more than you, as she shared earlier, and learn from them and love them, respect them, honor them. You know, you pay homage to those who were before you. And so this is really important for me to do this, because I know not only are you blessing me, but you're blessing the ambitious women who are watching. So thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. We're going to go ahead and close. Make sure you hit repeat.
Yes.
Study this show, and we will be back again next week. Ambitious Women, Crown on. Ambitious Woman TV. Yeah, Ambitious Woman TV. Queens, claim your crown. Keep your head up and never let it down. Don't minimize your brilliance, your royalty and resilience. Greatness and success is in your bloodline. So keep the faith, queen. You were created to shine. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Crown on.